Oh, hi there. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day. The last time I spoke about KSI was in my last video. Go check it out if you want. But today I wanted to do another video about just how petty KSI is and how much of this stupid DanTDM thing has literally gotten to him to the point where he's just ruining his name over and over again. And I just generally think this entire one-sided beef needs to completely stop. But yeah, we're going to show you how petty KSI is right now. It's just fucking embarrassing. Tom Holland is a national treasure. He's a decent guy. I also didn't know that he had a problem with alcohol. This is something that I'm just finding out now from seeing tweets, as well as having a quick look online at what Tom has actually produced. Tom has created a non-new alcoholic beer, which is absolutely amazing. Now, I'm not going to lie, there are non-alcoholic beers out there, but finding out that Tom had an addiction to alcohol and he's using his passion to beat his addiction to help others, I generally think it's really fantastic. I think it's a really, really cool thing. But when I see KSI just literally constantly running his mouth where he shouldn't be, is just really infuriating. His product that he's made with Logan Paul and Mr. Beast, which is Lunchly. Anyway, KSI and his petty ass is still going after DanTDM for what he said. If you've not seen the tweet, I would be shocked that you hadn't, but we're going to have to go over it just so that you can get a refresher of what's going on. Now just remember, Dan tweeted this out on September 16th. We are literally, of the time of this recording and whenever this comes out, but I am recording this on the 16th of October. So this has been for 1 month that KSI has been going crazy, and the fact is that Dan is just living in his head. Anyway, Dan said, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust people who are selling it to them. Do better." And again, rent-free in his head. So KSI tweeted out, "What happened to actors, man? I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to people who don't know better than to trust people who are selling it to them. Do better." And he did a follow-up and literally reply of, "For those of you that don't know, I'm not serious, just another dig at DanTDM because I'm petty." Yes, you are fucking petty. Fucking petty indeed. Thinking about this, rather than going out and giving shit to kids because you think it's going to make you a quick buck, Tom is taking his addiction and actually making something completely different for people who may not even be a fan of him, that actually want to get past their addiction. And I think that this is so fucking stupid of KSI. It's so fucking petty. Like, what does this serve? It serves absolutely fucking nothing. So I really wanted to go over some of the tweets that were actually on thing, because this actually popped up on my Twitter. So yeah, let's kind of have a look at this. Spider-Man update says, "Hi, so Tom Holland has actually spoken about his struggle with alcohol addiction, and providing his fans with an alternative is not only life-saving for them, but also for him. So mocking that for YouTube beef is crazy actually." Kavos says, "Releasing a non-alcoholic beer that helps people struggling with alcohol addiction isn't the same as the muck you release." Jay says, quoting KSI, "Tom Holland openly spoke about his alcohol addiction in the past, which led him to doing research and funding his own company, which would produce an alcohol-free beverage that would help others steer away from their struggles. You are a low-life piece of shit." Kavos also says, "Tom Holland also used to struggle with alcohol problems, so it actually makes sense. Such a bad comparison, lol." Jonesy says, "Tom Holland had a drinking problem, basically was an alcoholic. Every waking second he thought about drinking. He went sober and took month by month and fought the struggle, addiction to alcohol. He decided to make something to help others that are facing addiction. Fuck you." Evan is in his Linkin Park era says, "There are so many actors you could say this for, but saying this about Tom Holland, a recovering alcoholic, is just fucking low." Ali says, "Not too late to delete this, mate. Tom Holland is literally a recovering alcoholic, so not the person to carry on your trolling with. Cade says Tom Holland had an alcohol addiction. Wall says, interesting, knew Tom Holland had a strong dislike to alcohol, but didn't expect this, which was a response to Screen Rant actually talking about this. Saturn FDN says, hi, so Tom Holland has actually spoken about his struggle with alcohol addiction, so mocking that for YouTube beef is crazy actually. One day at a Tom Holland has spoken openly about his drinking problems, has made a brand of non-alcoholic beer, which I think is lovely. Grow up, man. MMDVG says, Tom Holland struggled with an addiction, you fucking ghoul. This is for recovering addicts. Ash says, didn't Tom Holland have an interview where he mentioned he noticed he had a hard time not thinking of drinking? Why are you all bashing this? And that was in a response to Screen Rant, again, saying the same thing. Matt replied to KSI saying, you're still going? You're trying to be, in quotes, funny and failing miserably every time. Just let it go, you clown. This also isn't the right time to use jokes like this. Tom Holland is making a product that will help struggling alcoholics. Lummy says, DanTDM made one tweet and shows a meme with someone that has a backpack which is on its last legs being held together by one strap. The Green Casey says, he's selling non-alcoholic beer to help people stay sober. You're selling Lunchable knockoffs to children. Kara says, for the love of God, and again it shows the same picture of the meme of the backpack. Mark Lund says, Tom Holland and Zendaya making a non-alcoholic beer brand for recovering alcoholics is not remotely the same as you making an unhealthy alternative to Lunchables and marketing it to kids. Libar says, oh my god, we get it bro, darn, showing a image of a Japanese soldier saying, Japanese soldier who kept fighting 29 years after World War II. Sam Lag Level 1 Flopper says, looks like crap to me, showing an image of Thick of It with KSI's music video. V says, I know he's trolling, but this is an awful take when you know that Tom Holland struggled with alcoholism and this is a way to help others dealing with it. Ken says, how does this benefit his fans? 1. It promotes support for people recovering from alcohol addictions. Some Tom Holland fans are younger and it supports anyone going to the age where their friends start drinking. They don't have to give into peer pressure to be, in quotes, cool. I've just replied to this, but I can't believe this tweet. And this is for me being a fan of KSI. This beer doesn't have to benefit his fans. It's to benefit people struggling with alcoholism, just like Tom has in the past. Absolutely disappointed with this tweet. And the tweet that Borgen was referring to was this one. This man has created a non-alcoholic beer after being so open about this struggle with alcoholism. It doesn't matter who he is, he wants to do something that not only helps him, but so many others let him. JK says, I see what you're doing here, but this isn't the tweet you should be doing it about. Tom Holland struggles with alcoholism and has created this for him and others who also struggle. Mr. Zog says, you're about to get cooked, especially that he partly created this non-alcoholic beer because he had an alcohol problem. This could help a lot of alcoholics. Ali says, this is for the purpose of helping people who struggled with alcoholism, something Tom himself has struggled with in the past. And lastly, we have Trick Length saying one tweet and has a picture of a singer. I have no idea, so please let me know down below in the comments. My kind of thoughts on this is I'm just getting sick and tired of KSI being this petty. I think he said in another video he'd only stop this if Dan came out and like spoke to him one-to-one or something like that, which just generally shows that he just wants to go like, what are you doing, bro? What are you saying about my product? What KSI wants to do is he wants to really mock Dan to the point where Dan backs down so KSI can like beat his chest and go, yeah, see, I fucking took him down. I was the one in the right. He was the one in the wrong. And it's just really fucking absolutely insane and stuff like that. This really does like piss me off. The fact that Dan tweeted out one thing and just literally just dipped and was like, I'm not going to talk about this. And KSI has been going on about this for a month. KSI could be doing so much other things rather than going through Reddit posts or going through certain things. But again, he just wants to take Dan down. And I think it's absolutely fucking stupid. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments and I'll catch you in the next video.